peace of mind, and that's how I ruined myself. Oh, you don't suppose he died by anything catchy, eh?
And this is how it ends. He scared everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead.
Is it good or bad?
It is bad, I'm afraid.
Are we ruined, Thomas? Did he deny you the extra time we asked for? Has he evicted us?
No, there is hope yet, Caroline.
Only if he repents, that old miser. Nothing is beyond hope if such a miracle has happened.
He is past repenting, dear. He is dead.
Dead? Oh, God be praised! Oh, Lord, forgive me.
I thought he was merely trying to avoid me. But what I'd been told was quite true. Not only was he very ill, but he was dying. Even then.
To whom shall the debt be transferred?
I don't know. But before that time, we will be ready with the money. And even if we weren't, it would be bad fortune indeed to find a creditor as merciless as he. We shall sleep tonight with light hearts.
Did it? This is a fearful place. Surely there could be no good reason to bring me to this godforsaken part of the city. Except for the case of this unhappy man, might be that of my own. The things that were stolen are similar to mine, I see the point. Surely there is someone who shows some emotion connected with this man's death. Show that person to me, I beg of you. Who can't rely on people to be tender? Can't depend upon them to care. Why is it we must detach ourselves, face of one's despair? Oh, shadows of things yet to come. Why must these people be so numb and heartless, with no attempting to conceal their harshness? I yearn to see some tenderness. I ask you to show me some emotion connected with this man's death, and you show me only pleasure. No, I demand to be shown some tenderness connected with the death.
I do believe this ghost business is plain silly.
Well, I believe it.
Come now.
What reasons have I not to believe in such things?
What reasons have I to believe in them?
You do remind me of your mother. The ghost conducted him through several streets familiar to his feet, and as they went along, Scrooge looked here and there to find himself, but nowhere was he to be seen. They entered poor Bob Cratchit's house, the dwelling he had visited before.
And he took a small child, and he set him in the midst of them, and he said to them, "Whenever you welcome a small child, you welcome me."
That was lovely, Peter. Thank you. Isn't it time for your father to be home?
Past it, rather. But I think he's walked a little more slowly these past few evenings, Mother.
Yes, I've known him to walk very fast indeed with Tiny Tim upon his shoulders.
So have I.
So have I.
But Tim was so light, and your father loved him so that it was really no trouble. No trouble at all.
I went by there today. That's why I'm late. I wish you could have seen it. Would have done you good to see how green it is. Just see it. Often. Promised him I'd walk by there every Sunday. See. My poor Tim passed from this life. We've gone to God now above. My dearest boy, gone from this world. If I had known that all the love and care I would give would never save you, and death would still enslave you, I'd have done more.
He will live in your heart as he does mine. His memory filling you with gladness and reminding you how to live as he lived and love as he loved and never look back. Keep moving on. He will be your light when you've lost your way. His radiant beams will shine to guide you and to help you overcome darkness and fear when demons are near, and never give in. Keep moving on. Pain and grief will never find us, just as long as we have His Spirit and strength behind us, moving us forward into the sun. God willing, bless us, everyone. We will honor Him as we live our lives. Each Christmas past is one to cherish, for this season shall commemorate Him, our tiny Tim. And when the pain is too much, He'll be your crutch. Never forget. Keep moving on.
But guess whom I saw today? Mr. Hollowell, Scrooge's nephew. I met him in the street. He could see that I was a little down and well. He's the most pleasant-speaking man you ever heard, so I was not afraid to tell him. He said to me, "I am heartily sorry, Mr. Cratchit. Heartily sorry." Then he pledged to be of any service that he could. He even gave me his card and said I should call on him at home. It's not for the want of anything he may be able to do for us, so much as his kind way. I am truly thankful. It seems as if he had known our tiny Tim, felt with us. And I have good news for you, Peter.
What is it, Father?
Mr. Hollowell's been able to secure for you an apprenticeship. You'll be getting 8 shillings a week starting Tuesday next.
8 shillings a week?
You seem to think you pick up you with the young lady, Pete, and setting up the house for yourself.
That will happen soon enough. But however, whenever we are parted from each other, we shall never forget our tiny Tim.
And I know as well, my dears, that when we remember how patient and mild he was, although he was a little child, and shy. I miss his cheerful laughter. I miss his smile.
I miss the way I tease but love him all the while.
And how he treated each day as life had just begun. I miss the way he'd say my restless every
I miss the mild demeanor of our little boy. I miss the way his spirit brought us out such joy.
Let's for his life be thankful that he did live. He gave so much, and now it's thanks that we must give.
God rest him. God rest him. God rest his soul at peace in heaven.
Bob Cratchit's heart was broken, wasn't it?
Yes, Claire.
Was your heart broken when Mother died?
Yes.
What helped yours?
It was you, Claire. I had lost her, but now I had you. And I could see her in you.
Did Old Man Scrooge know her?
Of course. It was Old Man Scrooge that gave me the strength and the courage to find the light to keep moving on.
Mr. Scrooge? A nice man? How could that be?
There are times in life, Claire, when you feel like you will never see the light again. When you feel like the pressure is too much. But then you find that spark and life renews itself.
Is that what happened to Uncle Scrooge?
Yes, of course. You see, the ghost showed Scrooge the one thing that he needed to see in order to see that light.
Spirit, I feel that the moment of our parting is at hand. I know it, but I don't know how. Tell me, the man that was spoken of before, the one who died, tell me who he was. Before I draw near to the stone which you point, answer me one question. Are these shadows of things that will be, or shadows of things that may be only? The course of a man's life that persevered in determines certain ends, I accept that. But if he departs from those courses, then the ends must change. Say this so with what you show me. No, get me! Am I that man? The man who died and no one mourned? Say What day is this? This morning. What of what day? I want my dear baby on the spirits. But I'm alive. I'm alive. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. And just like that, the storm has passed. The clouds have parted to reveal the sun. I feel it shine. Its light is beckoning me, and may its warmth be mine this Christmas and the next Christmas, and until the day I die. Well, hello, you boy! What, Tiny Tim? It is you, isn't it? Tell me, what day is it?
What day is it?
Yes, what day is it today?
Why, it's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, are you quite sure, my good fellow?
I just say I am.
They've done it all in one night. Of course they can. They can do whatever they like, can't they? They can do whatever they like. Mr. Scrooge! Now then, Bob Cratchit, I am going to stand for no more of this. So therefore, I am going to double your salary, Bob Cratchit. Yes, I'm going to double your salary, my good man. Merry Christmas to you. And a merrier Christmas than I've given you in a very long time. From this day forward, I shall endeavor to help your family in whatever means necessary. Yes, but I need to here. You will walk again, I know it. Now then, we should discuss the particulars over a bowl of smoky bishop before you can so much as start another lie, Bob Cratchit.
I can see that. Are you all right, Mrs. Scrooge?
Yes, but I am going to get the biggest goose in town. Why, it's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Oh, Tiny Tim, you will live. You will live. On my soul, you will live. You see, they done it all in one night. The spirits of Christmas, past, present, and future must strive within me. Don't have any Christmas time be praised for this. Merry Christmas! And a Happy New Year to all the world! Merry
Would you believe it if I told you that Scrooge went to church that day? He did. And he walked about the streets and watched the people hurrying to and fro and petted children on the head as they passed and questioned beggars and looked down into the kitchens of houses and up to the windows and found that everything could yield him such pleasure.
So I learned how to be happy?
He had never dreamed that any walk, that anything at all, could yield him so much happiness.
Thomas! Mr. Scrooge, the red. We will. Thomas! Tom. Maybe whenever you can, my good man.
Mr. Scrooge, is all well with you?
Why, yes, my dear. It's Christmas. What is there to be dismal about? Fred, Uncle Scrooge! This is I, the very same. It's your Uncle Scrooge. I received a recall a dinner invitation that you gave me yesterday. If that invitation is still in force, I'd like to accept.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Well, you could say, bah humbug. But that's a retort that I heartily repent and will never use again.
Uncle Scrooge, may I introduce my wife, Emma, my Uncle Scrooge.
My dear, I can see now why my nephew has chosen you among women. You truly are every bit as lovely as I've heard.
Why, thank you, Uncle Scrooge.
Red, I am very sorry for what I said on Christmas yesterday, and for the poor reception that I gave you, which you were so undeserving. I see the image of my sister in your face. I loved her, and she knew.
She loved you very much, and she wished till her dying day that we would always be close.
So we shall, Fred. So we shall. Everyone, gather round. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Oh, Christmas is finally here.
better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to me, he was a second father. As a child, I wished and prayed for Mr. Scrooge, but it was he who truly became the very spirit of Christmas.
God bless this Merry Christmas.